The first underlying cause that we'll talk about improving here is that oxygen utilization issues due to the overly alkaline blood. So remember, you would have already checked your breath rate and you would have already found that breath rate is lower than 12. So you'd have had less than 12 inhales in a minute, and that can be a strong indication that your blood is leaning a little bit too alkaline and that oxygen can't get down to the tissues like it needs to for it to function correctly. So what we want to do, if this is the case, is we want to see if we can help acidify that blood a little bit to balance things out so that oxygen can then be utilized correctly. So the first thing you want to do is, if you're on like an alkaline diet or taking some type of alkalizing supplements or drinking alkaline water, just stop doing that. Now, there are benefits that people can find from trying to make their blood a little more alkaline when it's leaning too acidic. But if you're having this issue with a low breath rate, you're making things much worse. So that's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you could do is drink some carbonated water away from food. It's best to drink it away from food, but the carbonated water contains CO2 that can help acidify your blood a little bit. So see if you can get a little bit of carbonated water in each day, and it'll start moving in the right direction. The next thing you want to do is, if you have any insulin resistance issues, you want to take steps to correct those. So if your fasting blood sugar was over 100, that's a strong indication that you're leaning on that insulin resistant side, which means that cells are not going to be as responsive to insulin and you're not going to process glucose as effectively. So when you're not processing glucose very well, you're not going to create as much CO2 and help acidify the blood out and balance things out. So correcting that insulin resistance can be a big deal, and you might need to reduce the amount of carbs or cycle carbs in just specific times of the day so that insulin has time to come down and your cells to become more responsive to that. Now, another option is that maybe you're doing a keto diet or a very low carb diet where you're just not consuming any carbohydrates. And over time, this can cause a person's blood to lean too far on that alkaline side. So if you're doing that and your blood is leaning too alkaline, you want to find a way to get some more carbs in there so that you can raise those CO2 levels and help balance out that bloodstream.